Alright, I'm going to be starting Metro Exodus because I've owned it for a really long time. I'm kind of feeling that sort of game, and I've never played it. I really don't know anything about it. I've managed to avoid spoilers and things like that, so it should be fun. Hopefully it's good enough to, warrant a full playthrough. I'm hoping that's the case. Either way, we're going to play and give it a fair shake. I did play Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light a long time ago, and I've entirely forgotten the story since then for both games. So I'm going to start off with story recap videos of both. And for anybody watching, if you want to see the story for the earlier games that I think are prequels to this one, feel free to watch along with me. Otherwise, skip ahead to where you see me doing actual Exodus gameplay. And we're starting off with Metro 2033 Story Explained. This is a video by Video Games Explained. Just credit where credit is due. And we're going to go ahead and watch this.
2033 is a first-person shooter / survival horror video game based on a successful series of novels. In this video I will give you a full recap of the storyline in this game, so be aware of the spoilers ahead. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe my channel. In 2013, a nuclear war had devastated the Earth, wiping out billions of lives. Among the affected nations is Russia, including the now desolate wasteland of Moscow. A handful of survivors managed to hide in the metro system, salvaging spare parts and growing mushrooms for food. Animals such as rats, birds, and others are mutated into horrifying monsters, while the air in many areas that humans breathe becomes heavily irradiated and impossible to survive without a gas mask. While there's a constant state of war between the communists and the Nazis, both trying to promote their radical ideologies, bandits are stealing, killing, and looting in the metro tunnels, even keeping hostages to gain bullets, which are used as currency. 20 years later, in 2033, Artyom, an orphaned Russian man born just days before the world was destroyed, is accompanied by a man named Miller on a journey to the near uninhabitable surface to destroy the Dark Ones. As they arrive on the surface, the group links up with the two rangers that are equipped with repurposed trucks. Not long afterwards, a swarm of large mutants, bots known as demons, attacks them. During the battle, the car is destroyed, both unnamed rangers are killed, and Artyom is seemingly killed by a dive-bombing demon. Then we go back in time 8 days earlier, in which Artyom is awakened back in his home metro station called Exhibition. In Exhibition, Artyom and his adopted father Alex travel through the station hospital, where they learn of Battalion's fate after a battle with a mysterious new mutant species, the Dark Ones. They meet up with Hunter, another of the Rangers. Shortly after Hunter enters Exhibition, though, it is attacked by a group of mysterious creatures. Artyom is persuaded to leave his home and seek help from the rest of the metro. Hunter gives Artyom his dog tags and tells him to present them to his superiors in Polis, the capital of the metro, before disappearing while tracking the Dark Ones. After leaving Exhibition and arriving to a nearby station, Riga, Artyom meets a drifter called Bourbon. Bourbon offers to give Artyom his Kalash if he helps him to get through the tunnels towards Dry Station. After some dangerous trips through the metro and on the surface, Artyom and Bourbon reach Dry, where Bourbon is captured by bandits. While Artyom attempts to rescue him, Bourbon is killed by the bandit leader and vice versa. Almost immediately, however, Khan, a ranger associate, appears and guides Artyom from this point on. Khan guides Artyom through some of the most dangerous levels of the metro. After going through the tunnels, Khan instructs Artyom to go to the armory alone, where he will meet Khan's friend Andrew. Upon reaching the armory, Artyom is captured by communist soldiers but escapes with the assistance of an unnamed man. As Artyom is running for his life, he falls off the bridge and is grabbed and pulled into a hut by Andrew. Andrew then smuggles Artyom out of the armory and into the front line of the Nazis and Communists. Artyom must fight his way through the front lines through both Nazi and Communist soldiers. After fighting his way through, he is captured by the Nazis. Nazis prepare to execute Artyom, but before they can, Ullman and Pavel, both being rangers, appear and kill the Nazis. Artyom presents Hunter's token and Ullman tells Pavel to take Artyom to police and to meet up with him later. Pavel and Artyom steal an armored rail car and attempt to pass through the Nazi patrols, presenting themselves as Nazis. They are discovered and are chased down the metro tunnels by more armored rail cars, and even a Panzer. After successfully making it through the Nazi barrier, the two jump into another smaller trolley and proceed to the depot. Upon reaching the depot, the car is attacked by hordes of noziles. Pavel is killed and Artyom barely makes it out alive. Alone, Artyom reaches Hall Station, whose defenders recruit him to help them fight a huge battle against mutants. Then he meets a young boy whose uncle was killed by a Nosalis. Artyom carries the boy on his shoulders towards the surface, where he is reunited with the survivors of his settlement. From there, Artyom travels to the surface yet again and into Nazi stronghold, Black Station. Artyom fights his way through the surface outpost and Black Station, eventually meeting up with Ullman. The two then proceed to a nearby police. Upon reaching police, Artyom presents the token to Miller and tells him what happened to Hunter and the rise of Dark Ones. Miller brings Artyom to present his case to the police council in an effort to obtain their support for a mission. However, the council dismissed the threat, telling they are not having enough resources and men that are needed for the eventual war against Nazis, and because they assume Artyom to be a suspicious commoner from some remote station. But Miller pledges his assistance to stop the Dark Ones and save the exhibition, along with the rest of the metro. He proposes that a mostly intact launch facility codenamed D6 can be used to eradicate the Dark Ones with the same fire that gave birth to their kind. The location to D6 was lost with the nuclear war, so the team must set out to the library, a massive archive where the D6 documents are hidden. Miller, Artyom and Danila, another ranger, go to the library. On the way, Danila is injured by a demon and must be taken back to police. Miller leaves Artyom on his own to find the documents leading to D6. As Artyom moves through the library, he encounters ape-like mutants called librarians. But using a technique that Miller taught him, Artyom is able to stare down some librarians.
Those things were
and
scary.
is able to find the D6 documents. When Artyom leaves the library, Miller and Ullman shows up in an armored car and take Artyom to Sparta, the first above-ground ranger base. Artyom sees Khan again for a moment, where he is warned about the path he is taking, and meets a small number of rangers, Boris, Vladimir and Stefan. On the way to D6, Artyom suffers a strange vision of a ranger, and then a dark one in a doorway made of metal bars, which walks backwards, seemingly towards the sun, while proclaiming a message of peace. This is not the first of Artyom's visions so far, but this one is the most vivid. After the vision, a small horde of Noziles attack the Rangers, but they escape and resume the journey to D6, during which Boris and Stefan are killed.
Those gunshot noises in the background are so Eurojank. The same sound over and over.
Boys, my friend, why?
After reaching D6, the remaining Rangers are searching for the missile command center. They find it and realize they need to activate the reactor to gain sufficient power to launch the missiles. Miller and Artyom proceed to the basement where the reactor is. Here, they meet the biomass, a giant Hydis mutant that has attached itself to the reactor. Artyom has to manually pull the fuel rods from the reactor using a crane. After doing so, Miller and Artyom leave the injured biomass, agreeing they will return later to finish it off. Together, Artyom and Miller take the missile guidance system to the surface and prepare the launch of the missiles. Back to the ending sequence of the prologue. Miller saves Artyom from a demon, and from this point on, Artyom and Miller fight their way through the hordes of Watchers towards Ostankio Tower. Reaching the tower, they start to climb. At the top, Miller is injured by a demon and leaves Artyom to ascend the rest of the way. Artyom reaches the top of the tower and installs a guidance system to swipe the Dark Ones off the face of the earth once for all. But the Dark Ones will attempt to stop him. They really start messing with his head and take him to a strange landscape deep within Artyom's subconscious. Artyom must evade the projections of several Dark Ones and make it to the end of a maze. At the end, however, he has a vision of Hunter, who tosses Artyom a revolver and repeats the Ranger's Codex. If it's hostile, you kill it. Artyom turns around and fires a revolver at the incoming Dark One, who pleads for Artyom to stop. Now Artyom kinda have second thoughts about the Dark Ones, as in the visions they clearly sending the message that they want peace and communication with the humankind. But it's too late to get a cold feet now, and Artyom just lets the Dark Ones be destroyed by the missiles, thinking wistfully about humanity's role in the world and the meaning behind the Dark One's visions. And that was the storyline of the Metro 2033. Well, actually, you can have two different endings of this game, but the one I gave you is canonical to the books, so let's stick to that one. In the other one, Artyom destroys the beacon and the missiles are never fired, and turns out that the Dark Ones just wanted to make peace with humans and communicate with us. Well, maybe they should figure out a better way, like, I don't know, sending a letter would be quite nice. Well, anyway, leave a thumbs up if you liked the video and let me know in the comment section which game would you like to be explained next.
I led my war protecting my family and friends, protecting my home.
Okay. That's the story of the first game in the series, and then we'll do Last Light next. This one looks like a little shorter. And this is a video by Suggestive Gaming.
1 year later, Artyom has become a member of the Rangers, who have occupied the D6 facility. Khan arrives and informs them that one Dark One survived the missile strike, and he believes the humans should make peace with it. Miller disagrees, however, and sends his daughter Anna with Artyom to find and kill the Dark One. Artyom finds the Dark One, but discovers it to be a child. The two are then ambushed and captured by the Nazi Reich. In captivity, Artyom is assisted by another prisoner, a communist Red Line soldier named Pavel Morozov, and the two escape to a Red Line settlement. There, Pavel is revealed to in fact be a high-ranking officer who helps the communists capture Artyom to gather information about the Rangers and the Dark One. Artyom is able to escape captivity with the help of the Red Line's leader, Maxim Moskvin's son, and he learns of a plan by General Corbett, the head of the Red Line's military intelligence, to capture D6 to take control of the entire Metro system. He plans to achieve this by using a weaponized version of the Ebola virus stolen from D6 by a sleeper agent ranger named Lesnitsky. Artyom meets up with Andrew once more, who again assists him to follow Pavel. Artyom eventually reunites with Anna in a church on the surface, and she apologizes for letting him get captured. However, shortly thereafter, the church is attacked by Lesnitsky and the Red Line, who kill most of the Rangers and capture Anna. Artyom follows them and saves Anna, but unfortunately without their gas masks, exposing them to the virus. Outside, they are rescued by Khan and placed into quarantine until it is determined if they have the virus. While in quarantine, Anna fears for her life, and in one last effort to feel alive, seduces Artyom and the two make love. Fortunately, the two are determined to not be carrying the virus, and Khan and Artyom set out to locate the Dark One. Upon finding it, Artyom reconnects with the Dark One, giving him vivid flashbacks to his childhood, and he remembers being saved and protected by the Dark Ones, establishing his connection to them in an effort to bridge the two species. Feeling a deep regret for firing the missiles at the Dark Ones, Artyom vows to protect the little Dark One in order to make amends. The two then make their way back to Polis, confronting Lesnitsky and Pavel on the way. The Dark One uses his abilities to read their minds to fully learn of their plan to take over D6 and exterminate any human life that opposes the Red Line. At Polis, a peace settlement is underway between the Red Line, the Reich, and the neutral Hansa. The Dark One uses his telepathic abilities to force Moskvin to publicly confess to his plans, including the peace conference being simply a distraction to allow Corbett to attack D6. Artyom, Miller, Khan, and the rest of the Rangers quickly set out to return to D6 and fight off Corbett's army. However, they reveal their secret weapon, an armored train that rams into the station, incapacitating the Rangers. Corbett approaches Artyom, about to execute him. Artyom prepares to destroy the facility, but the little Dark One appears and prevents him from doing so. It then awakens a nearby group of hibernating Dark Ones who appear and defeat Corbett's army. Later, the Dark Ones leave to find safety, but promise to return one day in the future to help rebuild the world, as Artyom refers to them as humanity's last light of hope.
Okay.
Hey everyone, thank you.
That was nice and bite-sized. Again, that was Suggestive Gaming on YouTube. And that leaves us here. We're going to start Exodus and see how that goes. Again, I know nothing about this game. I'm going in like pretty much fully blind. So I'm excited. And this might be the first game I play that puts my new 5080 under load a little bit. But we'll see. It's a little older now, so. Now that I'm remembering, I did start this game a long time ago, but I didn't get very far. Only like a couple hours in. So I'm definitely just going to do a new game and roll with it. Wow, this reminds me totally of Fallout. We'll just try it maxed for now, since we're on the 5080. What VRS is. Closely watch your ammo and supplies. Approach every combat with extreme caution. That sounds pretty good to me. I think my other game I did hardcore. Every encounter presents a serious challenge. I think I'll probably stick to normal. Yeah. The descriptions are a little too vague for me. I don't want to, like, be masochistic here. I want it to be a challenge, but not kill me.
I remember that we used to be different. Used to live up there, on the surface. We used to be the masters of the whole world. We built gigantic cities of glass and steel. We crossed the oceans at will. And we also conquered the skies. There used to be 7 billion of us. We were not born for life in the tunnels. I was born to breathe fresh air, and I remember it. The 7 billion were wiped out by the last war. Only 50,000 managed to survive underground, with the surface poisoned, burned, and teeming with horrible monsters. One day the radiation on the surface might subside, and our grandchildren or their grandchildren might be able to return there. At least that's what my brothers in arms from the Order believe. Basically, there was no hope for us right off the start. Still, we humans are just too bad at surrendering. We tried to make the best of what we had, banded together, and worked to make the Metro our new home. After all, it might well be the only place left on Earth for humans to live. For a time, we thought we could make it. But, regrettably, the war didn't kill our bad habits. In the relative safety of the tunnels, corruption festered. And when danger came from above the ground, only a few of us stood against it, our numbers dwindling by the day. But I remember we were born for a better life. And I can't accept that I'm destined to grow old and die underground. I don't care if I'm called an idiot. But if even a single shard of the old world still exists out there, I have to find it. Between endless years of hopeless existence and even a single moment of hope, I must choose hope. I must find that signal.
Looking like we're at about 55-60% load on the GPU so far. It's pretty good. We'll see it actually in-game though. I think we're in-game now, like in-game rendering, but... Hopefully that means it'll look better for you all too. Oh, 90% now. Pretty immersive UI design, I love it. Like with my health and the filter timer on the wrist. What was this other way then? Oh, I can't go this way. Am I hearing a laugh? The hell? Eee. It's not necessary. Okay, so I have my window open behind me and my dog likes to go and peek out. This is a recent thing I've been doing. I haven't been opening my window for long. But she's been barking at people, so I try and get her to stop or yell at her to stop. Try and break the habit. So you might see me like pause here and there to try and do that. I'll try and mute whenever she barks so it's not too loud, but just her being a little brat. See if I can put this in borderless full screen. Oh no. Don't save. I don't think I can. Hmm. Wanna fight? Bet you regret that one. Gunshots are loud as hell. That sounds like a lot of them. Artyom put up a fight there.
They're coming back. Attention, people. Oh, look, it's the hero. Move! It's nighttime at the station. Don't worry. I told you. I got it! Open up! Go! Here come his pockets. Looks like Artyom's been on another one of his mad trips up top. Poor kid. Hey, Duke, wait a minute. Where to now? Left, across the square. Hey, Damir, do you think the Colonel knows what Artyom been up to here? How am I supposed to know? Ask him yourself. He radioed from the ring, said he'd be here tomorrow. Hey, you! Leave him alone! I killed him myself with my slingshot. Let him learn to stand up for himself. How else can he hope to survive in the metro? Rise and shine, people! Hang in there, Artyom. You gonna get a fresh dose of Spartan blood now.
Artyom, are you awake? It's okay. The doctor said you'll be fine.
This is our girlfriend.
Are you trying to kill me with worry? What if next time you don't return from the surface? There's no one out there, Artyom. No one to find, no one to talk to. If there was, don't you think they'd be here already? We've talked about this again and again. You have to accept it. There's only us.
Colonel. Hello, Alex. There you are, you stubborn fool. How many times are we going to have this conversation? I don't care if you kill yourself over this silly dream of yours. But don't you see what you're doing to
wife.
my daughter? Your wife?
Dad, please.
The Order is short on men after the battle for D6. But you leave. People need you, and you pursue your selfish obsession. But now this shit has to stop. There's only Metro, nothing else. And the Order is here to defend it. Because if not us, then who? You look fine to me. So, get ready to go. Then, we'll discuss your transfer to Polis. Come, we need to talk.
I'll get the doctor. Artyom, please. Promise me this was the last time. I'll see you later.
Not a fan of unvoiced main characters.
Artyom, we managed to bring you back from the brink, but people are giving you their blood, which could save so many wounded, and you keep bringing it back irradiated. Don't you think that is unfair? Let me put it this way. I can't promise I'll be able to bring you back next time.
Lucky those Spartans are damn good. They brought Artyom here just in time. They sure are. I cannot remember.
Artyom Chornij.
The last time, so I wanted help. Me neither. It's a shame they spend so much time on the surface. Artyom, just try to take better care of yourself, huh? Even if you find someone else out there, they probably have their own troubles. So what would contacting them even accomplish? Besides, I remember we used to receive signals from the outside pretty frequently soon after the bombs fell.
Uncle Artyom, don't worry. I believe you. Will you take me with you when you find the clean place outside?
a shame they spend so much time on the surface.
Artyom, stop putting delusions into his head. I don't want him going crazy like you. I can't even sleep since you told him all those silly stories.
I couldn't have told him any stories.
Is
I
that
don't talk.
supposed to make him better? Please, leave my son alone.
That's going to last. How many kids are there in the station? In the whole metro? Who will be left here in 10 years? 10 years? We'll be lucky if we make it halfway there. No antibiotics, no suture thread. Which is why we can't afford to have our best fighters taking unnecessary risks. What will we do if all the Spartans come down with radiation poisoning like Artyom and the Nazis try something?
That's exactly why they go up there. They know we can't solve anything by hiding in our holes. The stores are running out. There's fewer of us and more of the mutants. And those keep getting larger, stronger, and smarter by the day. Sooner or later, they will crush us. Sure, there's nowhere else to go, but maybe something up there could help us. Artyom, I understand how you feel, but you're not always going to save the Metro single-handedly. Why keep looking for a solution alone? Your friends from the Order came to your help again. The Colonel seems to want you back in the unit. Why waste your time in our farming station or out there looking for ghosts? If Sparta wanted me, I'd join in a heartbeat. In any case, good luck, Artyom.
Donna, I told you 100 times. I'm not sure this could possibly be worth engaging. Who knows? Maybe they found some secret maps and this ship is going to a storage unit of some kind. Even little safe, let's say. I don't know, like a broken record. I doubt there is any magical salvation. You speak a widow now. Stop it! On the surface, after all, you told me the solution. There's a waiting for you.
Oh, I can't believe my eyes. Artyom, you're all right. You gave us a scare, brother.
Artyom, how are you, friend? I see you're all right.
This sounds like the song that the guy in Nobody danced to, the Russian villain.
Scars and you will be completely irresistible to anyone.
I don't know if it's the same one though.
Speaking of which,
Alyosha,
how are the nurses in the hospital,
guys,
huh?
could you just stop crowding him?
Brother.
Welcome back, Artyom.
Привет, Artyom.
All right, you're all dismissed. I give you 2 hours, people.
Oh, it's official.
I knew it.
Guys are like
So I brought something.
And here we go again. Please, let's not repeat the last
Hold
time.
on, Artyom.
More of nothing? Artyom, the only thing I can hear is that Geiger counter ticking. Why, yes, and there's also those damn things. Calling all the time. Let's go home, dear, please. Don't you think I'd also love to live on an ocean beach or in a green forest? But what good are these fantasies in a silent world? Silent, Artyom? Because it's dead. We took our time. Time to replace our filters. Move it. We don't need any extra radiation, darling. Father will kill me if he finds out I went out with you. Twice if he learns we've been to a Hansa off-limit zone. Have you been to all these ruins? See all the destruction. And Moscow had the best anti-air defenses in the country. If this is how it looks now, imagine how the rest of the world looks.
I had to scare a demon away.
What There's a weird symbol on the tower.
It was getting too comfortable here.
Aw. Can't dilly-dally too long.
Look, maybe you should come back to the Order. We'll move to Polis. Dad says he'll arrange a flat for us. Because if not us, then who? A flat with a kitchen and a shower. Let's go in turns here. It's not stable enough. Your turn now. Well, I'd say we're out of the woods. Whoa! Hear that?
They just spawned in front of me.
Probably heard us coming down from the roof and decided to ambush us. The beasts are getting smaller. Let's pick up the pace. Now the whole area knows we're here. Hear that? It's a pack. Just what we need. A draw. We're lucky the mutants hate each other as much as they hate us. I really don't get why this zone is off limits to stalkers. The radiation and beasts are nothing special. Stop. The pack is here. So, do we turn this place into Thermopylae, or do we let them pass?
Hey, that's way too many to shoot at. What are you talking?
Wait it out. Looks like that was all of them. I'm glad they didn't notice us. That was a large pack. Oh, is this why the zone is off limits? I mean, if all the packs here are like that. Come on, dear. Give me a boost. Shit! Come up now. I got you.
Now that's what I call a blizzard. Can't see a thing. Or hear. Let's switch to radios. What? Artyom, are you seeing this? I'm not just imagining things, right? A train! A damn train on the surface! Where? Shit! What do we do, Artyom? Should we catch up with it? Look! It's our guys from the Order! Looks like they're chasing that train too. Let's join them! Hey, come on! Get inside! How did you guys get here? Did you see that thing out there? We sure did! Come on, get in!
You should have checked first, assholes! Artyom, thank God. These people, they're Hansa, not the Order. Assholes. They did a number on you. Well, Dad will rip them a new one
Look,
for
what's
that.
going on in this Moscow of yours anyways?
Of yours? You're putting this like you're not from here.
We aren't. Our village is about 200 kilometers from here.
What village? You're not from Moscow?
Just a regular village. We came here to find the boy's father. Left for Moscow about a year ago and never came back. But then we got caught by these here.
You mean there's life outside?
Why wouldn't there be any? Sure, there are lots of bad places and lots of beasts around, but we still get by.
Artyom, you're right. People really do live out there. We didn't know. We thought we were the only survivors. God, we'll tell the whole metro about this.
The heck and the boy out!
Hey, you people drove us halfway to nowhere.
They can handle it!
At least give them their masks back.
Fool, you could have lived. Let's go.
Tarkov cheese. I know that's a heal.
Damn watchman broke through. Workers are done for.
Keep your weapon trained on the opening. If anything comes through, shoot.
What's that noise?
Attention! The turntable is switching on.
Just about enough of your whining, you old fuck!
Heading straight for the ravine if you don't shut up.
Now listen, if you come out of here, we won't accept this shit again. Okay?
Animals. Yeah. How can they? What can I do? Missed it? Watchman! Human! How did you... Oh my god. It's you she's been screaming about. Alive! You came for her.